Jackie Chan stands on a Hollywood film set when an American director looks at him and says he'll never make it in this town. What Jackie does in the next 12 seconds doesn't just silence the director, it rewrites the rules of action cinema for the next 40 years. No argument, no defense, just 12 seconds that prove words mean nothing when your body speaks truth. Los Angeles, California, September 1980, Wednesday afternoon, 2:47 p.m. The Golden Harvest Studios backlot in Burbank, a standing set built to look like a 3-story Hong Kong apartment building, painted plywood walls, fire escape bolted to the facade, windows without glass. The California sun beats down at 94 degrees, no breeze. The crew sweats through their shirts, standing in shade, drinking water from paper cups, waiting. Jackie Chan sits on an apple box in the corner, 26 years old, 5'9", 154 pounds, black pants and white undershirt, both soaked through. His right wrist wrapped in white tape. His left knee shows a bruise, purple and yellow. His knuckles are scraped, a cut above his left eyebrow covered with a butterfly bandage. He's been in America for 8 months, sent here by his Hong Kong studio to break into the American market, to become the next Bruce Lee. That's what everyone keeps saying, as if Bruce can be replaced, as if Jackie wants to replace him. The film is called The Big Brawl, directed by Robert Klaus, the same director who made Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee 7 years ago. The studio believes this will be Jackie's breakthrough, but 8 months in, Jackie knows the truth. It's not working. The director doesn't understand his style. The producers don't trust his instincts. The crew doesn't respect his methods. Every day is a fight with words, with looks, with the assumption that because Jackie is Chinese, because he's young, because he does things differently, he doesn't belong here. Robert Klaus walks onto the set, late 40s, tall, thin, wearing khaki pants and a polo shirt, sunglasses pushed up on his forehead, script rolled in his left hand. He's been directing for 15 years, made his name with Bruce Lee, believes he understands martial arts cinema. He stops, looks up at the fire escape, studies the structure. The next shot is supposed to be simple. Jackie climbs the fire escape, jumps from the 3rd floor platform to a ladder leaning against the opposite wall, slides down, lands, and continues running, a chase sequence. The shot needs to feel urgent, dangerous, real. But Robert wants to do it the American way. Wide shot to establish location, cut to the stunt double climbing, cut to Jackie's face, cut to the double jumping, cut to Jackie landing. 5 shots edited together to create the illusion of one continuous action. That's how American action films work. That's how you keep actors safe. That's how you stay on schedule and budget. Jackie has been trying to explain for 8 months that cutting destroys the impact, that audiences need to see the action happen in real time, in one continuous shot, with the actor's face visible so they know it's real, so they feel the danger, so they believe what they're watching. In Hong Kong, that's how Jackie learned. One take, real action, real risk. But every time Jackie explains this, the American crew looks at him like he's speaking a foreign language. Sometimes they laugh, sometimes they ignore him, sometimes they nod and smile and then do it their way anyway. Robert calls the crew together. Camera operators, lighting technicians, the assistant director, the stunt coordinator, forming a circle in the shade. Jackie stands at the edge, not part of the inner circle, still the outsider after 8 months. Robert explains the shot, points at the fire escape, points at the ladder, explains the coverage. Wide to establish geography, close-ups with Jackie on the 3rd floor, stunt double for the jump. Clean, simple, safe. Done by 5. The stunt coordinator nods. The assistant director writes notes. Everyone seems satisfied. Everyone except Jackie. He steps forward, speaks quietly. His English still carries a heavy accent. "Excuse me, Can I suggest something different? The group turns. Robert's expression doesn't change, but something tightens in his posture. What is it, Jackie? Jackie explains. One continuous take, without cuts, with his face visible the entire time. The audience will feel the danger, will believe the action, will connect with the character. That's what made Bruce Lee's films work. Not the fighting itself, but the fact that you could see it was really him, really doing it, really risking himself. That's what American audiences responded to. Not the cuts, the lack of cuts. Robert listens, doesn't interrupt. When Jackie finishes, Robert is quiet, then shakes his head. Jackie, I appreciate your input, but this isn't Hong Kong. This is Hollywood. We have insurance requirements, safety protocols, a union stunt team. You're the actor. Let the stunt guys do the stunts. That's how we make movies here. Jackie tries again. But if the audience cannot see my face, they will not believe it is me. The impact is lost. Robert's patience thins. The audience doesn't care. They care about the story, the character. They don't need to see your face in every shot. We'll make it look real in the edit. The crew is watching, some uncomfortable, some amused, some just tired. Jackie feels the weight of it, feels the assumption beneath Robert's words that Jackie doesn't understand real filmmaking, that Hong Kong methods are amateur, that Hollywood knows best. Jackie has felt this assumption every day for 8 months. Robert continues, his voice taking on an edge. Look, Jackie, I worked with Bruce Lee. I know what you're trying to do, but Bruce is gone. You're not Bruce. And even if you were, American audiences have moved on. They want stories now, not just stunts. Actors who can act, not just acrobats who can flip. You're very talented, very athletic, but you're never going to make it in Hollywood doing these dangerous stunts. That's not how we do things here. The sooner you accept that, the better off you'll be. The words hang in the air like smoke. The crew goes silent. A few people look at their feet. The stunt coordinator shifts uncomfortably. Robert didn't mean to be cruel. He genuinely believes he's giving Jackie good advice, protecting him, helping him understand reality. But the message is clear. You don't belong. Your methods don't work here. You will never make it in this town. Jackie doesn't respond, doesn't argue, doesn't defend himself, just stands there, absorbing it. His face shows nothing. No anger, no hurt, no frustration, just calm acceptance. He's heard this before. In Hong Kong, when producers said he'd never be a leading man because he wasn't handsome enough. In opera school, when the master said he'd never master acrobatics because his body was too stiff. His entire life in different languages with different reasons, but always the same message. You're not good enough. You don't fit. You will fail. But Jackie has learned something over 20 years of training. Words don't matter. Opinions don't matter. The only thing that matters is what you can do when everyone is watching. The only thing that matters is whether you're willing to put your body where your beliefs are. Jackie looks at the fire escape, looks at the ladder leaning against the opposite wall. The distance between them is about 12 feet. The ladder is old, borrowed from props, wooden rungs, metal sides, paint peeling, leaning at a steep angle, maybe 70 degrees, not secured, just balanced. If someone jumps onto it wrong, it could slip, could collapse, could send someone falling 30 feet to asphalt. Jackie speaks quietly. May I show you something? Robert sighs, looks at his watch. They're already behind schedule, but something in Jackie's tone makes him pause. Show me what? Jackie points at the fire escape. Give me 12 seconds, one take. If it does not work, we do it your way. No argument. Robert considers this. The crew is watching. If he says no, he looks afraid. If he says yes and Jackie gets hurt, production shuts down. He looks at the stunt coordinator. What do you think? The stunt coordinator shrugs. It's his funeral. Robert looks back at Jackie. One take, 12 seconds. If you fall, that's on you. We're not stopping production because you want to be a hero. Jackie nods, walks to the base of the fire escape. The crew shifts position. Camera operators grab equipment. The assistant director calls for quiet. Someone brings a handheld camera. Robert decides that if Jackie is going to do this, they might as well film it. Might be useful as B-roll. Might be funny to show at parties later. Jackie climbs the fire escape. His movements are careful, controlled, each step deliberate. He's not performing yet, just getting into position. He reaches the third-floor platform, about 30 feet above ground. The platform is small, maybe 4 feet square. Metal grating, rusty railings. It creaks under his weight. From this height, the asphalt below looks hard and far away. The ladder against the opposite wall looks impossibly distant. Jackie looks down at the crew. 50 people, cameras ready, waiting to see if he succeeds or fails. Jackie isn't thinking about vindication. He's thinking about the distance, about the angle, about the weight of his body and the arc of his jump and where his hands need to land to avoid slipping. He's thinking about physics and timing and the consequence of error. He takes 3 deep breaths, shakes out his arms, bends his knees, then moves. The jump happens faster than anyone expects. No hesitation, no build-up, just explosive movement. Jackie launches himself from the platform, body extended, arms reaching, flying through the California heat toward a ladder that isn't secured, that could collapse, that could kill him if this goes wrong. 12 feet of empty air, nothing but trust in his own training, his own judgment, his own willingness to risk everything for 12 seconds of proof. His hands hit the ladder. The impact sounds like a gunshot. The ladder shudders, starts to slip. Jackie's body weight pulls it away from the wall. For a fraction of a second, it seems like the whole structure will collapse, like Jackie will fall 30 feet onto asphalt, like Robert was right, and this whole demonstration was a terrible mistake. But Jackie doesn't let go. His grip tightens. His body adjusts. He swings his weight inward, toward the wall, using momentum to push the ladder back into position. The ladder stabilizes, stops slipping, holds. Then Jackie is sliding down, hands on the rails, feet controlling speed, moving with a grace that seems impossible given the violence of the jump. He reaches the ground, lands softly, stands, looks at the crew. His face is calm, no triumph, no celebration, just steady eye contact. The whole sequence took 12 seconds. The set is silent. Nobody moves. Nobody speaks. The camera operators slowly lower their equipment. The crew stands frozen, trying to process what they just saw, trying to reconcile the casual way Jackie is standing there, breathing normally, completely composed, with the fact that he just risked his life for one shot. Robert Klaus walks over. His face is pale. His hands shake slightly. He stops 2 feet away, stares at Jackie, then speaks, his voice quiet. "That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen." Jackie nods, says nothing. Robert continues, "That was also the most incredible stunt I've seen in 15 years of directing." He pauses. "How many takes do you need to do it again?" Jackie shakes his head. "No more takes. That was the shot." Robert blinks. "You're not going to do it again? For safety? For coverage?" Jackie's voice is patient, gentle. "If I do it again, I might fall. My body is tired now. The adrenaline is fading. The first take is always the best take because your body is fresh and your mind is clear. After that, you start thinking. Thinking makes you hesitate. Hesitation makes you fall." Robert looks at the assistant director. "Did we get it?" The assistant director nods. "We got it. Clean. His face is visible the whole time. It's perfect." Robert looks back at Jackie. Something has changed in his expression. The dismissiveness is gone. In its place is something else. Respect. the kind that comes from witnessing someone commit so completely that failure means death. Robert extends his hand. Jackie shakes it. Robert's voice is different now, quieter. "I was wrong. About you, about your methods, about what American audiences want." Jackie says, "You were not wrong. You were protecting me, protecting the production. That is your job. I understand." Robert shakes his head. "I told you you'd never make it in Hollywood doing dangerous stunts. I was wrong about that too." Jackie's response is simple. "I am not trying to make it in Hollywood. I am trying to make films that are true. If that works in Hollywood, good. If it does not work, I will make films somewhere else. But I will not change what I know to be true just to fit someone else's idea of how things should be done." The crew begins moving again, setting up the next shot, but the energy has shifted. People look at Jackie differently now, not as the outsider, not as the difficult actor who doesn't understand how things work, as someone who just showed them something they've never seen before. The film The Big Brawl is released in 1980. It fails at the box office. American audiences don't connect. Critics dismiss it. Jackie Chan's Hollywood breakthrough doesn't happen. But that 12-second shot becomes legendary among stunt coordinators and action directors, gets passed around on VHS tapes, gets studied in film schools, gets referenced in conversations about what separates real action from edited illusion. Jackie returns to Hong Kong, spends the next 15 years making films his way, films where the action is real, where the stunts are dangerous, where the camera never cuts away. Police Story, Project A, Drunken Master 2, films that redefine what action cinema can be. In 1995, Jackie returns to Hollywood, makes Rumble in the Bronx. This time, American audiences are ready. The film is a massive success, opens the door for Rush Hour, Shanghai Noon, a Hollywood career that lasts decades. But Jackie never forgets that day in 1980, never forgets Robert Klaus telling him he'd never make it, never forgets the 12 seconds that proved actions speak louder than predictions. Years later, a young stuntman approaches Jackie on set, asks him how he convinced Hollywood to accept his methods. Jackie thinks, then says, "I did not convince anyone. I just did what I believed was true and let people decide if they wanted to watch. Some people told me I would fail. Maybe they were right. Maybe I did fail many times. But failure only matters if you let other people define what success means. I defined success as making films that were true to what I believed. By that measure, I never failed once." The stuntman asks, "But weren't you afraid when you jumped, when you risked everything?" Jackie's response is quiet. Fear is always there, but fear is a feeling. Action is a choice. I chose to act. The fear came along for the ride. Robert Klaus passed away in 1997. Before he died, he gave an interview about working with Jackie Chan. The interviewer asked if he had any regrets. Robert said yes. 1. I told Jackie Chan he'd never make it in Hollywood. I was measuring him by rules that didn't apply to what he was building. He wasn't trying to fit into Hollywood. He was trying to change it, and he did. I just couldn't see it yet. When pain arrives, do you perform or do you endure? When someone tells you you'll never make it, do you argue or do you show them? Because 12 seconds can change a career, but only if you're willing to risk everything when everyone is watching. Only if you're willing to let your body speak the truth your words cannot convince. That's not confidence, that's commitment. And commitment is the only language that every culture understands.